Spank that booty, Grandma. Smack it. Yeah. Give us a wiggle. Do a twerk.
I can't do it.
Do you know how to twerk?
No.
You just do this.
No.
Okay, give a little jiggle. There you go. That was something. I'm back, and today I'm really excited to give you a very long video that is long overdue. So before I even get started, I just want to say a giant apology. Sorry from the bottom of my heart to Brittany, who sent me this box of items for free, and I'm really happy about what I'm going to be showing you, but very sorry that it's taken so long to film this, because she sent me these items so that I can check them out and give you guys an honest review. And unfortunately, it was so long ago, and I have a little bit of info to share with you before we begin on why it took so long. So just a heads up, it does have a bit of a trigger warning for emotionalness, but then we will proceed because I'm very excited about the items that I'm going to show you guys today. We're going to be checking out some peace pets that I received, something that might be useful for yourself, your children, loved ones, friends, neighbors, someone that you care about if they have ADHD, ADD, anxiety, or maybe on the autism spectrum. So if you want to check out this new product with me and see if this weighted lap pad shaped like a pet might be something of interest to you, then you're in the right place. But first, you may have been wondering where I've been lately. Luckily, things are good now, but back in December, my mom was dying. A week before Christmas, I want to say December 18th, I got a call and she was refusing ambulances, and Mike and I had to go down and trick her into going to an ambulance to get to the hospital because her body was producing way too much ammonia, and she basically had a brain poisoning from ammonia going directly to her brain. She was very, very sick, had a lot of edema in her legs, she couldn't walk. She has got cirrhosis of the liver, varicose veins in her esophagus. I kind of just felt like the entire world was just falling in on me, and I actually have a clip that I was going to post that day when the first immediate reaction is to share with people that you believe care about you what you're going through, and so I'll include it with her permission, of course. This is what happened after I finally got her in an ambulance. Hi guys! Due to a family emergency, everything in the world is now on hold, and I don't care about anything or anybody. That's all. But like I said, things are much, much better now.
Tell the grandkids I miss you. I'll talk to you as soon as I can, I promise. I love you always and forever, but you're the most important to me. I hope you're okay knowing that I'm better now, I'm getting better. I'm gonna try for you. I love you. Talk to you soon.
And she's so happy to know that you were with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, you knew at the time, don't worry. I promise
Okay.
you did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Don't be sorry. You can't help it.
Merry Christmas.
After a month stay in the hospital, she began to get better, and once again, I'm sharing some of these with you guys, with her permission, of course. Have you ever opened a surprise box before?
No.
Alright, describe it for me.
I can't. It feels...
Squishy?
It feels like...
Oh my god, you literally got the rare one. You got the pearly skunk named Stinky, I think.
Show you.
Let me see.
Is that a hint?
No. You literally got the pearly skunk called Stinky. This one is, where's the checklist? Yeah, right there. You got the special edition Pearl Stinky for your very first one. There's the little house. Yay! Thanks so much for watching. Bye. What are you supposed to do when you don't have hands and you're pushing a wheelchair? You gotta put your coffee somewhere, like... It works. We love you. Thank you. Let's see. What are you doing there? Just shopping?
What is this?
These are sparkling ice. So this one is kiwi strawberry and then lemon lime. Over here is different flavors. Oh, I gotta see how this puppy turns corners. Oh my god, look at us go. It's good. We got this. A cherry limeade. Ooh, that sounds good. What's this one? Lemon lime. Okay, you put the lemon lime. Alright, put it in your basket, Mom. Just toss her in.
I don't want to throw it in. I don't want to bust it.
Where's her arm? Show us what that is. Oh, she's pretty. This is a special brand. She's like $1 million because she's limited edition. Do you like her? Mom, I know you want to collect her.
No way.
But she's got see-through skin.
Oh.
Peppa? Can you have a little bath? You're so cute. This is a pepperito. Are you enjoying your lunch, Pepperito?
Yeah.
Hello, baby. Hello.
Oh, look at the camera, Peppa Pig.
There's Harvey. Spank that booty, Grandma. Smack it. Yeah. Give us a wiggle. Do a twerk. Do you know how to twerk?
No.
You just do this. Okay, give a little jiggle. There you go. That was something. She has done very well, and now Mama Next Gen is on the mend. She is no longer like suffering with ammonia poisoning. She's not delusional. Everything is doing much better, but I am under an immense amount of stress between the kids at school, my husband at work. My mom is staying with me now and I'm taking care of her, being her PSW, being her nurse, having the nurses and PSWs coming to visit, taking care of my business, all those things. And additionally, my grandmother is 4 cities away in a long-term care facility, and she calls me for multiple hours of the day being super duper upset. So what does this have to do with anything? Not a sob story, not looking for anybody's pity, none of that. Just to let you know that I have been AWOL and I am very, very sorry about that. Why is my heart racing? Oh my God, literally like 150. I think it's been a really long time since I got like super personal, and this is an apology and a late video, so that's kind of embarrassing. And then I'm like sharing personal information about my life and my mom, which obviously is a big deal to me, and it makes me really vulnerable. And I tend to share things gradually, so people who have been here a while find out more about me the longer they've been around. But I kind of stay a little tight-lipped when it comes to my family because it's their choice whether or not they want to be on social media, right? So like I said, everything that you saw earlier was shared with Mama Next Gen's permission. She's on the mend, she is doing much better, and those were pretty extreme moments for me. But now it's time to check out what I was sent and get down to actual business, guys. It does say that the weight of this box here is 3.2 pounds and 9.6 pounds, which would be like 11.8 pounds, and this does not feel like 11.8 pounds. Well, maybe it is actually, because inside it says 14 by 14 by 8, 10 pounds. I feel like an idiot right now. Okay, they include a black cat, a white unicorn, and a brown dog. This one is much heavier because it is filled. And you can purchase one of these piece pets for around $50 US. I believe that is filled, or there's an option to buy them unfilled for less. And the reason I'm saying I think is because as soon as I click on the Google link, it changes it to Canadian for me. So for me to buy it filled at 5 pounds, it's $69.92 or $46.14 if I were to buy it unfilled, which is an option if you'd like to fill the item yourself at home. But then of course I also have a $28.99 shipping and like imports fee. So that is that information. But what we need to know now is what these are actually like. Ooh, that is a nice good 5 pounds there. I'm gonna check that one out last because it just seemed the most logical to start with the item that was on top, which would be the black cat. There's also a little card in here, which will give us hopefully a bit of information. So this one here is not weighted, and it does come in a zipper seal bag. So here is our cat. It's black and very soft, very plush. We've got some embroidered little paws here and ears, very cute. We've got a bit of a minky white belly here and some super cute stitching on the eyes. It reminds me of Luna from Sailor Moon, but also like not at all. And then we've got a bit of a cutie mark of sorts on the bum. It's just a paw in a peace sign with little claws there. It's white, pink, and blue for the embroidery. And we've also got a tail stitched in here as well. Actually, maybe that belly isn't white. It might be a really light gray. It's hard to tell. Oh, I dropped the unicorn. And next to the tail, we actually have a little Peace Pets tag with information about the pet you bought. So this one here says that our black cat is called Enno. So it says, he may be a simple house cat, but Enno has his job down pat. Sit with him when you need time to find your peace and feel divine. And this tag here is removable and comes attached to this zipper, which is hidden under fabric and opens up, giving you space to fill your weighted lap pad with whatever you prefer. And visibly, there is nothing wrong with it. No stitches out of place. The embroidery looks really good, and it doesn't smell funky either. I will mention that the shell, or the outside of the pet, is 100% polyester, as is the lining on the inside. It's hand wash only, so do not bleach, do not tumble dry or dry clean. Just wash it by hand and let it dry hanging or naturally. By the way, if you open up the zipper, this is the liner that they're referring to. It is completely removable. It's just got little snaps so that you can take it out. So I assume if you were to have bought a weighted pet, it'll probably look something like this, but heavier. Because as you might be able to tell, this white fabric here is actually kind of quilted and it looks a little bit zigzaggy. But that's because it's got a little zipper here. Once again, it's kind of hidden in this white plastic. And when you open it, you have access to those quilted sections. It's little pockets. Now we can put some weighted fillers directly into these little compartments so that it stays evenly distributed inside the Peace Pet body. There's nothing worse than putting something on your lap and it kind of just falling down because all the weight is in one area, you know? So I'm gonna put this back inside now, which should be super easy in theory since it's just some plastic snaps. And then I'm gonna change my battery because it's blinking at me, telling me that I'm talking far too much in this video. But this is gonna be more of a raw video. I don't wanna edit too much because there's a lot going on. Now that I've clipped everything back up, it's time to flip our Eno or Eno cat inside out and just zip him back up. Now it does go without saying that there are some choking hazards that are present on this item, which is why you should always be very careful when giving anything to a small child. But these items here are special because they could pose risks to others as well. So I would definitely recommend cutting off the tag as well as the information tag for the actual Peace Pet, especially this little plastic jibber here. Be mindful of zippers because they can come off. It's definitely possible, as well as the plastic snaps inside, and then of course whatever the filler is to add actual weight. Because although it may seem obvious that small things could pose as a risk to small children and infants, not a lot of people realize that many older children, young adults, middle-aged adults, and even elderly adults that are on the ASD spectrum do have tendencies to pick at things and even put them in their mouths. Which means even something that's meant to help, like this, to ease anxiety or just calm someone, may in fact still be a choking hazard. So just always be mindful of those situations and keep an eye out on your loved ones when they're using something like this. Now, before we move on, I just want to show you there is a card that was included in the bag. And on this side here, we have some information about the Peace Pets. It says Ace, Bayo, and Eno are dedicated to helping your child improve their self-regulation skills. Self-regulation is the process of managing your own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. These skills play a very important role in your relationships and overall success in life. And then on the back, we've got some frequently asked questions. The first one says, when and how do I use my new weighted lap animal? Use when your child is having difficulty sitting still or wants to calm down. Experts recommend limiting use to 20-minute increments, but sometimes even 5 minutes is enough. Be sure to listen to your child and respect if they don't want to use it any longer. This is supposed to be something that helps, not exactly a forced punishment, which might be what it ends up being seen as if a child is being held against their will by something cute and cuddly, right? The second one says, I purchased the 5-pound version and it's too heavy for my kid. Do you have anything lighter? Our fillable inserts are available for purchase on our website for those who wish to customize the weight or easily switch out between weights for different users. That's actually an excellent concept. If you have more than one of those white fillable liners and you know that grandparent A really likes to have a 5-pound weight while somebody who might want to use it later on prefers 2.5 pounds, you can have that second fillable liner off to the side and ready for an easy swap. But Jen, how do I fill it? You might be wondering. Well, so was the third person who asked a question. I purchased the empty version. What do I use to fill it? Using the weight of your choice, which could be dry rice, beans, etc., head to thepeacepets.com and watch the video where they discuss different weights and filler types and show you how to insert everything into your fillable animal. And finally, if you have any other questions or require more assistance, you can contact them through their email address or their website. This is actually awesome because not only do we have information on the actual pets themselves and what they're doing for your child, but they're answering some of your questions right off the bat and even giving you the chance to sign up for a weekly inbox free printable download drop where they're giving you some artwork and some worksheets and planner pages if you wanted to continue working with your child or whomever to find out more about themselves. And keep in mind, this is directed towards children, obviously due to the colors, the nature of it being stuffed animals, but as I mentioned, many people on the ASD spectrum or varying levels of autism do find comfort in stuffed animals, weighted items, and sensory products. In fact, a lot of people do, even if they don't have autism, ADHD, or ADD. Sometimes people just find comfort in soft things and weight, and even more so if they have anxiety. Now, personally, I do have ADHD, ODD, depression, and anxiety, and although I've never been professionally diagnosed with autism autism specifically, it has been brought up many a time by doctors, and for some reason I just never had it checked out, but I don't really think it would change anything. It would just add one more thing to my list of things that make me wonderful to myself, you know? So anyways, that was a long blabber. It's time to move on to our second piece pet, which is Ace, and this one is the white unicorn. We've got pink inside its ears, a purple, yellow, and blue horn with matching hair, some purple sections for the hooves and hand hooves, nice pink soft belly, not minky this time, but very soft to the touch. And for the tail, it's pink. We've got our little Peace Pets logo there, and a really nice face. Once again, the embroidery here is really good. I do see one tiny piece of thread here, but it's like really well locked in. It's kind of just where they've snipped it off, which means it's not pulling it off. Look at those little pink eyebrows. And as far as I can tell, everything on it looks good. No staining, no funky smell. Once again, we've got our zipper pull. This one says, keep Ace near you when you feel jumpy. He'll help you sit and not feel grumpy. Lay him on your lap for 20. Not too long though, 20's plenty. Once again, we've got our hidden zipper as well as our fillable liner on the inside. And as far as I can tell, everything in here looks just as good as it did on the outside, which I think is fabulous, to be honest. Usually I'll find one or two things wrong with a product, which makes sense. I mean, machines and people are making things. Not everything can be perfect, but so far everything here seems good. So there is Ace, our second piece pet. This one is really, really cute. And we've got the same card and bag with her, which brings us to Bayo, our brown puppy. Now this one here is the only filled one that I received. I wanted a chance to see the actual pets and give them a try myself, adding different fillers to see what they're like. So here is our dog Bayo. He is brown with big floppy ears, or maybe it's a she, I'm not really sure. The ears are so soft. Not only is this really nice to touch just because I like soft things, but I think it's fabulous that we've got something that the child or person who's using this weighted lap pad can fidget with. It is very soft. It actually feels like my dog's ears. And if you've ever felt the softest, silkiest puppy ears, then you'll know what I'm touching right now. It's a very nice fabric. Is this one polyester still? Yes, with glass beads. So now we know what is inside. That's what my blankets upstairs are weighted with, so I'm very familiar with that. A quick check of the face reveals really nice embroidery, just like the other pets. For the belly, we've got a soft, silky, swirly material, which does give off quite a bit of fluff, but I mean, we just opened this up, so that makes sense. We've got some little embroidered paws there in brown for the hands, or the upper paws, but nothing on the feet. And on the back, of course, we've got our little Peace Pet logo along with the tail and our zippered section and tag. So this one says, sometimes we need to sit still so that we may have our fill. Sit with Bayo on your lap. She will help you do just that. There you go. I guess we know that Bayo is a girl. And of course, I'm just gonna flip her inside out, and I'm a little nervous. Oh, I shouldn't be. Okay, cool. So here she is. And because she's already pre-filled with glass beads, there is no zipper because of course these would all fall out and get ruined. It is removable, so you definitely have the option to swap it out if you choose to get a different liner and fill it with your own items. But unlike the fillable versions, which are zigzagged and have a batting inside, this one here is kind of squared off. But anyways, it's time to flip her back into her body. Oh, I quite like that. I thought for some reason there'd be a bit of a scent, but there's not, which is good because this is a sensory item and some people do not want extra scents. But if you are somebody who does enjoy the smell of lavender or another calming essential oil or anything like that, you could easily add a drop to a piece of felt or something like that and shove it inside, or even buy a little satchel or a plastic disc that is already infused with a scent. I think that would be a great way to easily control a scent without permanently changing things. So yeah, that is it for Bayo, our puppy dog lap pad. So I want to switch down to the table now and take out the liner for Ace as well as Eno or Eno and add two different weights so I can see what they're like and how simple that process is going to be. However, I do believe I'm going to need a funnel, which believe it or not, I do not have in this house. So I'm going to go to the dollar store and I think I'm going to try using some dried rice and beans, maybe marbles. Yeah, we'll see how easy that process is and what they feel like compared to this Bayo. And then, you know, I'm just gonna chill with them on my lap and then get some actual feedback on their calming properties. But since I have to go to the store, chances are I'll be filming part 2 tomorrow. And we'll also be able to check out these workbooks that came along with the pets. See you soon.
And now it's time to get filling. First up, we will go with Eno. So all I'm gonna do is unsnap the removable portion, which is not only really easy, but also great. I can't remember if I already said, but it's a great way to wash your lap pad without worrying about the insert, because depending on what you use, it could get ruined in the wash. It's also just a really good idea to be able to wash things separately anyways, especially when it comes to plush things. Have you ever seen a really gnarly, nasty stuffed animal? It's because it went in the dryer and basically the fur burned because it is plastic. So here I have my first insert, and to fill this one, I'm going to be using some glass beads from the dollar store. And I've got about 5 pounds here. These are a really good alternative to using dried beans or rice because they add quite a bit of weight right away. They're smooth, technically washable, and they've got a pretty nice sound when they're all clinking together. Of course, this might not be the best option if you have sensitivity to clicking sounds, or if your lap pad is going to be used in a school or at a movie theater or anywhere that the sound would be annoying other people, but for us it's a pretty good option. So I'm just going to fill in all these little zigzag compartments, which I really like. It's going to help to make sure everything is evenly distributed. And to be completely honest, there are 5 sections. It is killing me right now to not have the exact same amount of glass beads going into every segment. Probably going to empty this after the video and make sure I have the exact same amount of beads in every single section. And it's not even that big a deal because it's in my control. And the fact that I have that as an option for my craziness is wonderful to me. But as for now, I will just add the rest of the glass beads and then zip it up all the way through this little elastic band that I'm only now noticing. This is pretty great. It's going to keep the zipper pull in place at the end so that nothing just goes flying anywhere. And just like that, we've got our rain-sounding kitty. Well, I mean, no, we don't. We've got the ghost shape of our rain-sounding kitty. Luckily, we can bring it back to life. All we have to do is add the body, reattach those plastic gibbers, or snaps if you want to give it a real name, give it a little shake, zip it up, and then kind of zhuzh those glass beads around for a bit more of an even distribution, and just like that, your Eno or Eno cat is ready to provide some comfort. Unless, of course, like I said, you do not like the sound of the glass beads, we do have some other options. Let's just take out the insert. Like so. Here's the ghost of Ace. We'll just open it up, and this time around, I've got a funnel here, as well as some very stale old rice that was in the back of my sister's cupboard. She forgot it was there, and even though I don't like using food items for crafting or anything really other than eating, I don't want this to just get thrown in the trash, so I might as well fill up Ace's body. And as you can see, I have in fact given up on the funnel. It was taking far too long, and I don't like that idea, so I'm just scooping it by hand. It is kind of dusty. I don't like that feeling. It's kind of bugging my throat because I've got crazy mind issues. But yeah, it is working. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add way too much rice to this because lighter materials like this are gonna take a lot more in quantity to make it heavy. Although I am gonna have to use the funnel to get into the smallest section, which is the head area. And let me just say, I've been doing this for about 5 minutes and I'm not even close to filling anything up yet. So maybe this is one good reason not to use the smaller materials. I don't know, but I'm not a giver-upper. I ain't a quitter. That made so much more sense. Ta-da! We are back. I'd say this is about 7 pounds of rice. It could still hold a lot more, but it was starting to get a little messy, so I definitely recommend having a dog vacuum on hand. Once again, I've made sure to tuck the zipper underneath all the way to the end so that this rubber band area blocks it from just spilling out. And when I reassemble this into my unicorn, I'm gonna do it with the zipper blocking the rice on the far inside of the animal, opposite to the outer zipper. Hopefully that makes sense. But basically, I'm gonna try to prevent any spillage from ever happening. But it's still gonna be the exact same method. I'll just flip the animal inside out, lay it on top of the insert, or my little ghost here, as I'm calling him, slide the ribbons through the loops of the insert, snap the buttons, and once I'm almost completely around the animal, I'm gonna flip it back inside right? I don't know. And there we go. We can finish snapping up those buttons like so. Give it a zip. And just like that, our second lap pad is ready. And it's pretty much the exact same as the cat that was filled with my glass beads. it's just quieter. So this is definitely a really good option if you don't like clicky sounds or you need to have something that is comfortable, weighted, and quiet. But rice or dried foods does take quite a bit of time. It's not going to be easily removable because it's going to get stuck in the fibers that are inside the insert. And unless you have a really good funnel, it's going to make quite a bit of mess. And of course, it is still a food item, so you have the potential to attract critters or have it go moldy. So just make sure it never gets wet, meaning you should definitely remove the insert before washing the outer pet layer. But yeah, that is our other two Peace Pets. And believe it or not, even though I'm not a fan of using food, the rice one is actually my favorite level of weight. So that's quite surprising. And yeah, the last thing I'm going to show you is this awesome book. I've looked through this and I wish I had so much time to show you every single page, but guys, this is adorable and Brittany sent me 2 of them, so I'm really excited to be able to donate one to the child care center down the street and keep one for myself. But this book here is a workbook that's being included as a freebie if you purchase any of the Peace Pets from the actual website if you use the code NEXTGEN, which is pretty cool. This is not a paid sponsored video, but she still gave me a code to give you guys a little freebie, which is wonderful because this little freebie is actually fantastic. So clearly I'm flicking through it and you're not really getting very much, but this book here helps the child or whomever is receiving this gift, whether younger or older, remember the site says it's for everyone, to evaluate themselves, learn more about their emotions, their feelings, what they want from life, help them to stay positive or understand some bigger feelings that they might be having a hard time with. And there's some really cute stories in here as well that we've actually enjoyed ourselves. Like I've already called my Nana a few nights in a row reading her different stories. So far, the Pumplebun is her favorite. I also brought her Bayo dog so that she can enjoy it and have some weight on her lap because she's been pretty lonely lately. So yeah, thank you, Brittany, for these books. Also, thank you so much for giving us the code, once again, NEXTGEN, so that anyone who does buy off of her website, if you choose to, will get the free book. But if you choose not to and you just want to buy the book but no pets, this is honestly a wonderful workbook. I'm highly supportive of it. If you want to get everything as a bundle or any deals and the free book, that would be on the actual website, thepeacepets.com. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this book. So for example, we do have a few lessons in here which are taught in a cute and fun way, whether it be through activities or stories. And then after each one, you'll get some kind of activity that you can fill in yourself, like this one here, which says, when I'm upset, I can identify my emotions and be kind to myself. What are the 4 steps you should take when sitting with your emotions and exploring how you're feeling? Well, those will be answers that were just learned in the emotions wheel exercise that was before it. And like the website says, it's for children or adults because you're never too old to learn about what you're truly feeling inside and have a little fun while doing it in a safe and comfortable environment.
All right, guys, so I am with a very special lady today. This is my Nana, the wonderful, lovely Nana, who shall remain nameless unless she chooses to share her name. But the reason we're here today, other than a wonderful family visit, is to see how she feels about her dog that I brought her, because she wanted to give it a try for us, thinking that it just might be of use to her. But I'm gonna let her tell you all about it and share her thoughts and feelings, whether good or bad. So, Nana, how are you today? Welcome to YouTube.
Thank you. My name's Audrey, and Jennifer there is my lovely, lovely little granddaughter, whom I love dearly. And this guy is Bayo. Come on, Bayo. And Bayo is a therapy dog, and I use him to calm the arthritis in my legs and shoulders sometimes. It's really worked out well for me. He weighs 5 pounds, fat little thing. And he loves people. And he has nice long, fluffy ears. Yeah, one of those. And he's just a great little guy. Anybody that has arthritis, if you put him on your leg for about 20 minutes, your arthritis stops making your legs ache.
Oh, that's good.
And I really like that. And I'm so happy that Jennifer managed to give me him, my great-grandson, my lovely grandson gave it to me because he wanted his Nana to be well and healthy.
Yes, he remembered that you told him you had bone cancer and he was worried about your legs, so he thought it might help.
I have leukemia on my legs.
Yeah, and didn't you have knee replacements?
I've had 2 knee replacements.
Yeah, so they often hurt you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're over 15 years old and they only got, that's why it's spread at them. So, Dale, the little guy he is, he likes to cuddle in and tickle me with his ears. And we get along really well. We're soulmates.
Oh, perfect. So you find it helpful. Do you think, I know you can't see him, but you know that he's cute because I told you, but how do you feel about having something that's cute on your lap that might probably be more suited for a child? A lot of people say that things shouldn't be cute for adults. That makes it childlike. So what do you feel about that?
I like being a child again.
Perfect answer. I think what truly matters is whether or not it comforts you or helps you in any way.
Yes, when I have a panic attack, I cuddle into him and fall asleep easily, and when I wake up, I'm fine.
That's perfect. You know, I did read somewhere, I don't have one and I don't really like the smell of lavender, but because the insides are removable to alter the weight and stuff, you can add essential oils or little sachets that have smells. So if you fall asleep and find him comfortable, but if you are ever having a hard time, you can add some lavender in there and you might conk out a little faster.
Yeah, that's true.
But then I wouldn't be able to talk to you, so.
Oh. Well, that wouldn't be good.
Nah, so the Peace Pets lap pads, what do you think, Nana? Overall, out of 10, what would you give this as an adult or as even a senior or in general for anxiety?
9.
For overall use or for each thing?
No.
Just a 9.
Overall use.
Okay, is there anything that you think would ever make it better?
I suppose if you could add more weight to it.
Oh yes, so he is the pre-filled one that is 5 pounds and comes that way, but I also received 2 that have no weight. That way you can add the weight yourself. So I made a 7 pound and a 10 pound one.
I have 2 little hand pillows.
Yeah.
Your kids gave me.
Oh yes.
And they're about, I'd say, probably 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put them inside here.
Oh, that's a good idea. Add your own weights. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so overall you like it.
Overall, I love him.
And the fact that he's just a cute dog is all the better.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so there you have it, guys. I don't look the greatest, but today is a Nana day, and that's what matters. And I, as well as she, both hope that you have a fabulous day. Hopefully this review is helpful for you. If you've been questioning whether or not you should pick up a weighted lap animal, I definitely recommend it, especially if you've found any support or use from a weighted lap blanket or a weighted blanket in general. If you found those helpful, I think a weighted lap animal, even cute ones like the Peace Pets, could be very beneficial, whether for you, for a child on the spectrum, for an adult on the spectrum, for an adult with any aches and pains, joint pains. Did you have a knee replacement like Nana? Do you got bone cancer? Do you just have any aches or anxieties like I do? We're both grown adults. One more than the other, clearly me. I enjoy it, she enjoyed it, and we both think that Brittany is doing a fabulous job. Yeah. So if you want to try out one of the Peace Pets for yourself, be sure to check the link in my description and use the code NEXTGEN if you'd like a discount, as well as a little freebie. And yeah, but that's totally up to you. It's not a sponsored video, just my personal opinion, and I'm really glad that I can share somebody else's opinion, because I know when things are kind of cuter, one might tend to shy away from it, thinking it's meant to be for children, but I mean, adults can have cute things too. So overall, what really matters here is that my Nana is comfortable, she loves her Bayo dog, and we are choking on our words, and we are very grateful that we had a chance to review them for you guys. So hopefully you found the video useful in any way. That's it for me. That's it for Miss Audrey here. Thank you very much, Nana, for joining today's special episode. And if you know somebody who would enjoy this video because they might want to know of another sensory aid that might be beneficial to them or their children or somebody they know or work with, then please share this video go with them. And if you enjoyed this video yourself, then please make sure you remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Unless that's the wrong way, in which case it would be comment, like, and subscribe. You can let me know down below what you liked or didn't like about today's video, or if you have any products that you think I should take a look at or specifically recommend because you love them. Or maybe something that's just always been on your mind, like, is it good and should Jen check this out for me so that I don't have to waste my money? I mean, I can't promise I'll do it, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!
Bye.
Oh, that was very enthusiastic, Nana. You gotta be like, bye! She's like, no. Nope, that's just it. Okay, bye.